Patrick. How are you, DP?
I'm good. Let me start with the weather forecast.
Please.
Skies are clearing, some sunshine. This afternoon should be a beautiful night for football.
Okay, and it's can you give me the traffic? Because I usually get that with my weather, Dan.
It looks like it's busy. It's congested. It's,
okay.
It's Boston.
Okay.
It's game day.
It is game day. And what do you expect tonight, Dan?
I'm curious what the Patriots do with Edelman's position. Can you put James White in there at times? Is this Amendola? Is it Hogan? Do they create something different? You got Gronk back. It's been a while since we've seen him. But I'm more interested in Kansas City. Their secondary, you got a couple of Pro Bowlers there. Houston's back. He's healthy now after missing last year, a good portion of that. But I'm also interested in Alex Smith probably more than anything because is he different this year? Can he be different this year? Patrick Mahomes looked pretty good. You know that he's the guy in waiting. And what's Belichick do with Tyreek Hill or Travis Kelce? Because normally he takes away your best weapon. Well, what's your best weapon? That's a toss-up between those two. So Kansas City's more interesting to me tonight than New England is.
Well, and I heard your Super Bowl prediction on your show yesterday, Dan. You and I have the same team winning the Super Bowl. I am lockstep with you with Seattle. But I do think New England is the team that faces them, that we're going to see a rematch of Super Bowl 49. And you believe it's the Steelers. What about I guess the Patriots, are you not sold on a repeat AFC performance?
I think it's hard to repeat, and I know that they're the last team to do it, but talking to Rodney Harrison about it, he said Belichick never brought up the Super Bowl, winning the Super Bowl, repeating as Super Bowl champs. They certainly have the mindset, the toughness. They got better in the offseason. It's weird how things happen, and sometimes you go, how did that happen? Why did that happen? It just feels – I look at Pittsburgh, and, maybe I'm wishing for a different story. But I also look at there's no other team that has a quarterback, running back, wide receiver group like Pittsburgh does. That's the best trio in the NFL, in my opinion. Can the defense be good? Can those young, defensive backs step up? J.J. Watt's brother is going to step in for James Harrison. I think Pittsburgh has learned. It took a long time, but I think they're learning what they need to do. The question is, are you able to do that? Can you put that in play and win a game on the road? Could you win in Foxborough? The Ravens are the only team that's capable of doing that, at least the old Ravens, not the reincarnation. But I look at Pittsburgh and say, can Ben play well on the road? And if he does, then I like the Steelers this year.
Yeah, it's not just, I guess, there's two options, I guess. Either play well on the road or play well enough in the regular season to make Tom Brady get on a plane to come play you. And I just have a feeling that the Raiders are the team that has that best opportunity in the AFC to do that. What do you think about the Raiders' 2017 shot here, DP?
They were my surprise team last year. I thought they would make the leap. There's always one or two teams, and, the Titans are the team I feel like can do that this year. But I look at the Raiders, and that secondary is terrible. I love Carr. They have skilled position players, but I think they take a step back. I think Dallas and the Raiders take a step back. I think both teams overachieved last year, and I thought this even before Elliott was suspended. It feels like there's a couple of teams that'll hit the reset, and then if I look at the division, that AFC West is tough. San Diego is going to be a good team. They'll be a fun, exciting team there. You got Denver, who might be the worst team in the division, which is saying a whole lot. Kansas City is going to be good. I don't know I think it'll be tougher sledding for Oakland than people think.
Dan Patrick joining me here from Foxborough prior to tonight's season kickoff on NBC with Al, Chris, Dan, and the gang. At 8:30 is when things kick off with Toe Meets Ball. When do you begin your show, Dan?
I think the festivities start at 7:30.
Okay.
I think it's an hour pregame show, and then we turn it over to Al and Chris.
Okay. And then who's the musical act? Are you going to be out there in the front row with a lighter and doing that sort of thing?
I don't think there's a musical act.
There isn't.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Which is good. I'm fine with just having football. I don't.
Oh, come on now.
I don't need to have a musical interlude here to get me ready for football. I know that that's not for me. It's for the fan on the periphery, or maybe somebody who doesn't normally watch, but then will watch to see Taylor Swift or Dave Matthews or whatever it might be, or Dierks Bentley. I'm okay with just seeing football. I'm all right with that.
Or Rascal Flatts. That's one of them that I've heard.
The Zac Brown Band. Yeah, whatever it takes. I know.
What's the last concert you've been to? What was the last one you've been to?
I went to a band called Twiddle.
Okay. And do you want to put any more meat on those bones? Who's Twiddle and where? Where did you do that?
They're a jam band, and almost in the form sound of Fish.
Okay.
Dave Matthews kind. They're kind of new onto the scene, but I just saw them last week.
Okay.
And let's see, the last concert. I'm hoping to go see Sturgill Simpson, if you're familiar with Sturgill Simpson.
You're going deep. You're going deep down the depth chart here, Dan.
Yeah, I can't go to the big concerts. I don't like going in with 20,000 of my closest friends. I like seeing a little bit smaller, intimate, concert. Yeah, that's it. But I'm open to seeing. If you got any suggestions here. I mean, I am a guy who once went to Britney Spears by himself.
Now, say what? What? Oh, that's right. I've heard you tell that story on your show.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want to unpack it here?
In L.A.
Okay.
And I had a night off, and I got a ticket to see Britney Spears. I actually had 2 tickets. Couldn't find anybody to go with me, so the beer lines weren't long at all. It was awesome. It was pretty good, where I was just able to. I can actually walk during a song, get back, get a beer, and come back, and the song would still be playing. Wow. So that'll give you an idea.
Wow.
It was great, but at least a lot of people go, "Oh, I'd never watch that," or "I'd never listen to that." I'd rather experience it and say, all right, I got to see that.
You got a story to tell.
I survived.
You got a story to tell. So if you like smaller venues, then maybe James Dolan's band would be good for you. JD and the Straight Shot.
I would go see him. Yeah. I tried to go see Woody Allen play in his jazz ensemble years ago. But the fun shows are the small shows, in my opinion. When you get to big. It's just not intimate. It loses a little bit of that.
Before we let DP go into that New England day, Chris, do you want to ask him our poll question today here on the Rich Eisen Show? Would you please do that?
Yeah, Dan, did you hear the news that Myles Garrett might be out a few weeks for Cleveland?
Yes.
Who's the most cursed, let's say franchise in sports? You're going to go Browns, Clippers, or all of the Atlanta teams?
Together. We're just
throwing them all together.
Mosh pitting all the Atlanta sports teams together. Dan.
I don't know if the Clippers are cursed anymore. It feels like the Browns are. They're and usually the punchline or the bottom line is always, well, it's the Browns. So when I saw that Garrett was injured, and I go, it's just the Browns. If he played for somebody else, he wouldn't miss any time. But he plays for the Browns. You just go, yeah, it's the Browns.
Yeah.
So I would think, although the Jets are sneaking up there too. They're putting in their claim for being a bad franchise, and then the Knicks are in there too. I would probably look at the Knicks as and they're not cursed. They're just the most mismanaged.
Yeah, well, that could be a curse in itself, too. And you could say that about the Jets. I mean, I mean, we were toying about putting the Indians in there, too, but it's tough to put a team that's won 14 straight games in a row for a second straight year in that mix right now. But
and by the way, who did the Jets just pick up?
Jeremy Curley.
Jermaine Curse.
Oh.
See? That's next level.
I was about to ask you another question, Dan, but that's a walk-off. I mean,
I would drop my phone, but I could drop the mic, but I don't want to break my phone.
No.
So I'll
all right. We'll just put a button on it and say thanks for calling in, DP. We'll chat soon.
All right.
Okay.
See you guys. Talk soon.
It's Dan Patrick.
The Rich Eisen Show. Weekdays at noon Eastern on radio stations across the country and audience.
If you like that, please download our app. There's lots of fun things there other than just more of the videos you just saw. You can call us from the app. You can email us from the app. Just download it. Trust me, you'll enjoy it.